everybody, I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Bishop.
And this is Love Bites.
We back.
We're back. And on this episode of Love Bites, we're continuing to take the questions that have been submitted to us. And this question comes from Carrie from Chicago.
Hello, Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. So Carrie's question is, what do you do when substance abuse has damaged your relationship?
This is a serious conversation.
It really is, because substance abuse is something that impacts a lot of relationships.
It happens to the worst and best of us.
It does. And Carrie, the honest part of this is that there's two things that could happen. The first thing is that the person who you're in a relationship with, or whomever that person may be, they have to decide whether or not they want to stop. And I think yours is dealing with alcoholism. So that person has to decide whether or not they want to stop. If they want to continue drinking, then the decision has been made by them, and you have to make your decision. If it's an other road and they recognize that they have an illness or
a disease
that needs to be taken care of, then they need to seek help. And guess what, Carrie? You need to seek help too, because you have been through probably some traumatic situations with this relationship. And so while that person is getting help, you need to do the same thing. And then you need to recognize that the person who was the alcoholic, as they go through treatment, they will be a different person when they come out. And they'll be a different person probably for the rest of their life, because they'll be battling, this disease for a very long time. And so you have to get to know who that person is again, or who that person is now. And they're going to have to do the same thing with you, because you will be someone different because your relationship dynamics have changed.
And I would say this disease, and we're talking about alcohol, is something that people cannot fight by themselves.
No.
And you have to admit that if you're hurting from it, you have to see how it's hurting everyone around you.
Yeah.
Because like they say, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a huge support system to overcome this battle with alcoholism. And to really hammer the point in, there are resources, there's support teams out there to help people get through this, because people are hurting.
Yeah.
And hurt people hurt people.
That's right. But
heal people heal people.
Yeah.
So to get healing and help, you just have to admit that this is hurting me. Not from the person who is actually taking on the abuse of alcohol, but the person who is part of that disease, who's the lover, who's the spouse, who's the parent, who's the wife, who's the husband of that person who's abusing alcohol.
I'm glad you said that too, because Carrie, it may not, we're assuming that it may be a relationship. This could be your child.
Yes.
This could be your parent. And so what we want to do is we want to give this phone number, 1-800-662-HELP.
Help.
Again, it's 1-800-662-HELP, and it's the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration.
24 hours a day.
7 days a week. And so some courageous conversations have to happen. And after those conversations have happened and the decision is made as to which way you're going to go, make sure that you don't go alone.
Yes.
Make sure you get the help that you need.
And that's probably one of the challenges of why people don't get the help. They think they have to go alone. Let people know they are not in the battle by themselves.
Yeah.
They have a whole army of people who love them, who are behind them, and want them to have a better life.
Yeah. So, Carrie, we pray this helped you. This has been Love Bites. See you soon.